Hi guys, this is Taught by Ryan, and today we're going to talk about annuities and perpetuities. If you haven't seen my time value of money video yet, make sure you watch that one before, as that one explains many of the concepts used in today's video. This video is going to be broken up into two main parts, annuities and perpetuities. I'm going to start with annuities for now. So there are two basic types of annuities, a regular annuity and an annuity due. An annuity is a type of investment or cash flow that consists of equal payments made at fixed intervals of time. Let's look at a timeline about this. If you have a 3-year annuity in which you make equal payments at the end of every year, it would look like that. Now, an annuity due works almost the same as a regular annuity, but the payments here are made at the beginning of each year as opposed to the end of each year. So if we bring another timeline in, a 3-year annuity would look like this as opposed to the regular annuity timeline. Let's do a quick annuity example. Find the future value of a 5-year ordinary annuity with payments of $100 at an annual interest rate of 7%. So let's draw ourselves a timeline in which we have a present value of 0, n being the number of years 5, our payments of $100 each year, and lastly, the interest rate you're going to earn over the course of each year, in this case 7%. I'm going to first show you guys how this process works by explaining each calculation. Let's find out what our annuity would be worth from the time it starts until the end of the first year, t equals 1. Our interest for the period is 7%, and we make a payment on the last day of each year of $100. So our future value at t equals 1 is going to be our starting amount, 0, because we haven't contributed to the investment yet. Then we earn 7% on that amount, which is still 0, and finally we make a contribution of $100. Therefore, the value at t equals 1 is $100. Let's continue this by doing year 1 through 2. Once again, we earn 7% interest and then make a payment of $100. So the annuity is currently worth $100, as we just figured out, in which we get 7% on, which makes $107. Then we make our payment of $100 on top of that for a total value of $207 at t equals 2. It would take a while to do this all the way up to 5, so let's use a financial calculator to figure this one out. I have a Texas Instruments BA2+. If you have one of these or one similar, you can follow along. This is pretty easy at this point. We just need to plug our variables into the calculator. So first we hit 5, then n, next 7 for IY, our interest, 0 for our present value. Now, negative 100 for your payments. This is because you are taking $100 out of your personal bank account, say, to add to this annuity. Then, just compute future value and you will get a value of $575.07 for t equals 5. Alright, let's do another question. In this case, everything is the same as before, except this is an annuity due question instead of an ordinary annuity. Let's bring back our timeline from the last example. The only thing that changes here is that the payments are made at the beginning of the year as opposed to the end of the year. Let's figure out years 0 through 1. This time, our payment is made before the interest for the year is earned. To find the future value, we take our payment of $100, made on January 1st this time, and then multiply it by the 7% interest earned afterwards. This time, the value of the account is worth $107 at t equals 1 instead of $100 from the previous example. Very similar, except you earn interest on the amount you started with along with your payment for the year, since the payment is made on the first day of the year. Let's quickly figure out years 1 through 2. So we have our payment of $100 first, then 7% interest. The future value then, at t equals 2, will be your present value of $107 plus the payment of $100 first, then multiplied by the 7% earned. At t equals 2, the value of the annuity due is $221.49 instead of $207 from last time. Again, let's find the value after 5 years by using a financial calculator. For an annuity due, though, we need to set our calculator to make payments before the interest is paid. This is called begin mode, BGN. So to get into begin mode, you need to press second, then BGN, then second, and set, and it should switch to begin mode. Let's now type our data in from the question. 5N, 7IY, 0 for your present value, negative 100 to your payments, And lastly, compute future value to find the value at t equals 5 of $615.33. Okay, now that we are done with annuities and annuity dues, let's go over to perpetuities. In theory, they are really simple. A perpetuity is a type of annuity that lasts forever, and the payments of that perpetuity continue to be paid for an infinite amount of time. Let's quickly do an example. Let's find the present value of a perpetuity with yearly payments of $100 and an annual interest rate of 7%. Now I understand this can be a bit tricky to wrap your head around, so let me give you an example. You want to be able to have an investment that spits out $100 in interest payments each year. If it pays you 7% in interest, how much do you have to put in today? So we have our payments of $100, interest of 7%, and we want to find the present value. Here's what it looks like on a timeline. The formula for a perpetuity is pretty simple. The present value equals the payments divided by the interest rate. In our case, $100 divided by 0.7 gives us the value of the investment at $1,428.57. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Click on screen for another video and to subscribe for more content. Leave a like if you enjoyed at any point or if you found this video helpful. This has been taught by Ryan.